What's up, everyone? It is Friday here, second day of kind of hanging out at home, hoping that we can get some appointments going here. We can still go into homes. We're still considered essential, but we don't have anyone calling. So I'm going to work a little bit from home. I'm going to work a little bit on this stuff. Still have like email orders and things like that coming in that I can get work through. But before I get started here, I want to kind of show you something. Actually, I can't. Doesn't look like I can show it. Yeah, I can. I'm going to show you something here real quick. If you're watching this video right now, there is some things that I've said multiple times. Check the link in the bio and share it or follow it or whatever. I really appreciate it if you share these videos. If you're watching them all the way through, you think that they're very helpful, it'd be awesome. So I'm going to flip this real quick. I want to show you, you can see right here, here's my mouse. Right here is a link tree, right? When I click on this thing, look at all the stuff that shows up. So if I say follow me on my podcast, you can look and see here's a podcast. Here's Ed Gressive, who helps me with my marketing, my Twitter, my Spotify link. If you watch it on Spotify, where I work during the day, Apple Podcasts, TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. Those are all places I am and that I work on, that I work through, and that's a great way to do something. You can go and put that link in your bio just like that and it has all those links to it. It's called the link tree. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Back around. So yesterday, I kind of did a video and I wasn't really happy with it. And so I was just kind of thinking about the situation that I'm in right now and how I don't really have work going on because it's been so crazy out there, right? And we're kind of quarantined into our own home. Even though I'm considered essential, people don't want you in their home because they're afraid that you're going to be passing on the coronavirus, which is completely understandable. So I felt like I kind of wallowed in it a little bit yesterday, thinking about how am I going to support my family and take care of things that I need to. And, I'm sure that's on a lot of people's mind. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you about SMART goals because yesterday I started talking about them like I was so distraught I couldn't remember what they stood for. And I do remember because I think that this is a way that I set goals. If you know me very well, you know that I've talked about in football when I was in high school, I had to always write 3 goals before every game, and our coach always challenged us to make sure that they were good goals. Well, you never use SMART goals, but it's very understandable, and they relate really well because one of the things he always used to say is like, don't make the goal 125%, right? Because you can't measure that. You can't measure the percentage of the amount of work that you're doing, right? So you had to make an attainable goal. So for me, it was, okay, so I'm going to make 3 pancake blocks in the game. Well, I can measure that, right? And it's when I go through the SMART goal, you'll understand. So it's got to be specific, right? That's what the S stands for in SMART. It's an acronym, right? So the S stands for specific. Well, specific is 3 pancake blocks, right, in one game. Okay, so that's specific, right? The second part of that is measurable. So how do I measure 3 pancake blocks in one game? Well, I put the guy on his back 3 times. It's pretty measurable. So I'm up, the ball snapped, I go and I drive the guy to the ground. Pancake block. Okay? So that is the measurable part of it. Also, the measurable part of it is by time because we're talking about in the game. Now, is that attainable? When we look at that factor, I believe it's attainable for me because I know that I could get at least 3 of those. I know that that's something that I can do. That's a challenge. A lot of times you may get 1 in a game, but it was attainable for me to get 3. I had to work a little bit harder to make it happen. I had to make sure that I was smarter and faster than my opponent, but I could do it. So that was what it was attainable, right? Now, if I said I was going to do 15, is that attainable? Well, maybe if the guy was really weak across from me, but most of our opponents weren't that way, okay? And then the last thing is that it's reachable, right? So we don't want to put it way out of reach. So if I put it at 15, 1, it's not attainable, and 2, it's not reachable, right? Because I'm probably not going to get 15 unless the guy across from me was really, really bad. Okay, and then after that, it's time-based, right? So I'm getting 3 pancake blocks in one game. So what's the time? In the game. That's time-based, right? So that's how you make a SMART goal. And when you think about SMART goals, that's what we're talking about. Make sure it's specific, make sure it's measurable, make sure it's attainable, make sure it's reachable and time-based. Anything that you do, any goal that you make should be this way because that makes it specific, that makes it reality. And so when you set a goal, you need to look at it like we talked about in the video yesterday. Look at the end result and how it's going to happen. Look at what you're trying to reach, what your goal is that you're trying to have, right? So You re-engineer that from the backside. So how am I going to make it so that I can get those 3 pancake blocks, right? What am I going to do in order to make that happen? I'm going to get down to my 3-point stance. I'm going to stay low. I'm going to drive the guy until he's on the ground, right? It's a simple little goal, but it's not easy to do every single time because you get tired, you get lazy, things happen. So when you think about those goals that you're creating for yourself, I really challenge you to start thinking about how they are specific, measurable, attainable, reachable, and time-based, okay? Start with that. If you want any help reaching some of these goals or writing out a goal or need a little help interested in how to do that, it's a great thing. I can help you with that. DM me. Let me know what you're thinking. If you want to have a little call over the phone or something like that, I can help you to reach those goals or talk about how to set up that goal so that it is a reachable thing and have that process of how to do it. Again, I'm going to show you one more time here. I'm going to flip my phone where you can follow me, how you can follow me. I want you to see this because I think that people don't understand how easy it is when someone says link in bio. You want to look at that. Okay, so I'm going to flip it one more time here. I'm going to show you again because if this brought you any value, I want you to share it. I want people to look at it. I need people to help get the word out and help me. Okay, so I'm going to flip it here real quick one more time. Here it is. Okay, so you look here again. You go to the bio of the person that you're looking at, and everyone does this. It's not just me. You click on the link tree. It pops up, and then say I want to go to the Spotify. Okay, I want to go watch the podcast or listen to this podcast on Spotify. I clicked it. Here it is. Here's all the episodes. You can listen to every single one of them. Okay. So anyway, back around. I hope you're having a great day. Hit me up if you need anything. DM me. Check it out. Let me know. Follow me on all those platforms. They're all right there. Real easy to get to, all in one shot. Have a great day, and I'll probably do another video a little bit later. So stay tuned.